All right, well, I had the right idea. Honestly, I could have even held it, but whatever. I'm going to chalk it up as a loss because that's the right thing to do. But I still think it bounces back up, honestly. It is at the 0.5 on the Fib 3. Yeah, see, I saw that. I knew it was good. It might, honestly, and with this being such a weak bearish order block, there's a good chance that it just powers through to maybe even here. 786. It's not ready to reverse just yet. I just wanted to trail it, but trailing it put me at -5. Why? Actually, probably with this, put me at -10 or some nonsense like that. Let's see. Oh, stop me at +15. All right, fine. So actually, technically, it's a winning trade. You know what? No, it's still a learning opportunity because it could have been better. Do things the right way. Holy moly! Look at that. See, I knew this was going to keep going. It wasn't enough. I just knew it wasn't enough. How did I know it wasn't enough? Because this is such a it gapped up, plus it rejected. It's got a new day opening gap within a new day opening gap from the prior day. Stronger area, plus it's got what? There was that bearish order block, but it was like rated 45. It needed more. Plus, I knew that this needed to come down. This needed to retrace to its 0.5. And with the gap up, I knew it was going to go up. That was just obvious. How much could I have got? I also got in late. I could have gotten in earlier, but I was fumbling with my tools. So let's say from here, 419, 20 points. About 20 points. Now the question is, does it keep going? Because it could just take this intermediate high and sweep a little bit to come down. I still think it comes back up to maybe this area here. We've got a heavy area here at the 786 plus. Plus, we had a buy signal down here. Like, I mean, that's not enough, but I mean, I'm curious though what it considers to be accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So see, okay, it's flipped a little earlier than I expected. Which is expected considering this style of candle. The sell pressure, so to speak, was the harbinger. Although it's a buy-ish candle leading to this one, the buying area wasn't as strong as, for example, this candle. So what's this? 0.5 rejection? No, 0.5 rejection to the upside. This could be a buy. NYPM on top of Sydney. That's interesting. It could be, but I don't see it going far enough for it to matter. it now has this new bearish fair value gap to contend with. Oh, so that was it. I mean, but how many points is that really? If you were still in the trade, it's worth it. Now I'm looking for a new signature to get into this. What would we call that? It is a 786. See, that's why. And that could be taken for, I was going to say for a scalp to the downside, but crying out loud, that magically appeared too quickly. My word. That was quick 30 points. I honestly, I would have taken it to the gap top, not to the gap midline. Maybe my gap midline's the inconsequent encroachment. I mean, technically, this is the 3. So this is the reversal area. Wow, this is actually really good, surprisingly. It robbed you of that. So maybe it does make... No, honestly, I don't think it... So maybe actually... I'm not going to, because I expected to come down here first, at least. Maybe even to the 236 to go back up. Honestly, no. Oof, that would invert that, which means it would have to go down pretty far. There's a good short coming up here, is what this is saying. In order for this to reject the next candle, if this is a sell candle, the next one would indicate to me that this is bearish. What do I put me all the way down there? I'm going to put a close stop loss here. This is probably a bad trade because... No, it would need to come up a little bit more, actually. Maybe I should get out of this one if I can. This is a bad trade. So this is another learning opportunity. Too itchy on the trigger finger. I would need to put my stop. I would have to resweep, honestly. I need to get out of this as soon as possible. Can I get that down any? 12. Can I get that down any? 8. Okay. Any more? Alright. That's it. 8. 2 points. See? Oh, did it get me? Very well. Yeah, this has to come up so it can go back down. But the question is, how much up does it need to come? Coming for 4 points. Fine. So what's the plan? The plan is come back to Sydney, tap Sydney, maybe even the consequent encroachment. Maybe not even, just touch this volume imbalance. Well, no. Come back up to Sydney. The devil's mark. come back up to Sydney. A little bit further than expected, but it could even go so far as to sweep. Which means I could have taken off the cap rejection. Yeah, this is going to have to make it deeper now that I think about it, because this is actually equal highs. Look at that. Relative equal highs. Huh. We should have a balanced price range here. Well, let's see. If it respects this, it's protected. If it's not, and you know what's going on. It's going to run that. So what's the retracement look like? You get a 0.5? No. Excuse me. If that cannot print past the consequent encroachment of that wick, honestly, it could just keep going up. What's happening? Okay. Yep, it rejected there, so it comes down. And where does it reject first? It rejects down, so it goes up. Now, wow. So, relative equal highs get taken. Taken. Now what? Honestly, if I stayed in this trade from the beginning, my immediate bias was up anyway. Oh, now can I make a higher high? Ooh, hello. So the sweep is in play. Relative equal high is taken. Question is, when do they get taken again? And they could be taken to right here, the next set of relative equal lows. Maybe tap if you make it out. Boom, down to here. I mean, honestly, that's decent for a scalp. Gosh, I'm late. Oh, put my stop here. Put my TP here. Talk about indecision candle, which means it's going to have to come back up to go back down. It shouldn't need to do much. What is happening? What is happening? Thank you. What is happening? Oh, I forgot. There's a fair value gap. No, that is the fair value gap. Okay. Was it edging me? It's edging me. Dude. Dude. Okay. What is this? What is happening? It's edging me. Oh, dude, it totally hit. It totally. It totally. No, it just missed. Oh, it just missed. Okay, there we go. Now it hit. Dude, thank you. Now close, close. At least close. At least fucking close. There you go. I'm closing. Wait, oh, I canceled. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to close. Thank you. And then we'll take that as a W. Whee! I mean, could let it ride, but honestly, I saw those relative equal lows. You know what? I should add a relative. I should add a relative to that for the lows. Lows. So the lows were taken. Oh, I see. I suppose. Let me see. I'm curious. We up. We up on the day. Not by much, but still. 280. 205. Look at that. Quick maths. Now, this could just continue to fall. Do we have any? There are some lows down there. It could happen. No, they're relatively close. How close is 77? 73 is 4 points off. Could happen. Random lows. How close are these? 414 and 415. Oh, that's close. That had to happen. I knew it was destined to be. Honestly, I could have gotten it off the sweep. But it's all good. Oh, that could come back down. Okay, or not. What's it looking for? Maybe it's looking for the 0.5. Because it came up to the 0.618 the last time. Could be looking for the 0.5 for the rejection. Although it's probably looking for the space between. What's the space between? What's half of 0.118? 0.590? Nope, that's not. Let's try that again. 0.559? That sounds about right. 0.559 happens to match the 618 roughly. Well, it's in Sydney. So I still think you. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Is this a buy signal? Is this a buy signal? You showing me here with your buy signal. What is this? What is this buy signal you're showing me? Your manipulation. And then your buy signal. If you think you're bad, show me your buy signal. Okay. Oh, hold on. This already hit the buy signal. So, oh, because on the next thing it's going to say it's I'm not going to just take it from here. I mean, it is a long wick. Oh, how did it fill all the way up here? How? Price is all the way down here. Isn't that lovely? not gonna give away all my profits. If it takes half of that, then fine. Because honestly, just whatever. I should have waited for the confirmation of the rejection to enter. That makes more sense. But how did it fill me all the way up here when price was right there? It's paper. Don't they know it's paper? Like, what was that? I don't understand. Is this going to do an immediate rebalance and then fall? I'm going to trail this ridiculously close just because I'm upset. If it takes me out, say La Fee. This is a bad trade. There's another, or are you counting as a learning opportunity? Bob. I don't mind if it takes me out. If it's gonna take me out, take me out because that's too bad. Oh, interesting. It's still gonna count as a learning opportunity unless it goes. Honestly, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put take profit. Here. And if it feels so inclined, then I'll erase the loss and call it a win. Oh, it doesn't look like that's happening. That's what I thought. Now, if I were trading properly, put my stop in structure, fine. Which I don't think happens, but quite literally. Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. If it makes it to the. So you're telling me that was actually a good buy? Whoa. I mean, okay, let's talk about it. Wick in, I see. Okay. Pattern recognized. This probably wouldn't have closed me though. It needed to go there, but this is also a good sell opportunity. I won't take it though without confirmation. Just doesn't make sense. All right, let's talk about it. Why? Why did I take this trade? Do I think it's a good idea? I'm starting to not think so, actually. Why did I take this trade? It was a bad trade. I should chalk it up as a bad trade. It's a learning opportunity. This one, taken here, was a good trade. But I got out of it early. It would have been a winning trade for about $200. Decent scalp. This trade, but obviously I trailed it because I lost faith in it. This trade, I saw it tap here. Then after I looked, I saw that the wick was a lot deeper than I originally expected. That's not what I wanted to see. This deeper wick indicates to me what is going on with the market today. I feel like I shouldn't be trading this if it's not updating. Maybe it is updating. Okay, maybe I just wasn't looking at the right place. Okay. The fill was atrocious. I don't know how that works, but that fill was atrocious. Now that I think about it, I do want to see it come down. Where's my destination? Taken to here, maybe? I would want to see it go deeper, because that's supposed to be the name of the game at this point. Although it's not. I guess at this rate, I should see it not go deeper, because it looks like it's still going up. I don't have a clear target. This was a bad trade, too. I should close this trade at -5. Oh, well. Plus 30. What is going on? Okay. I should close. Well, it's in a fair value gap. I should have just taken it to the fair value gap at this point. Which is also fine, taking it to the fair value gap. You know what? It goes up. Okay, well, it is. Ah. Oh. Okay. Really? It printed past the fair value gap, which should indicate that it continues to the downside. There you go. So it's actually a decent trade. Give it a 1. Now, maybe based on this structure, it looks like it's still going up. Let me see if I can get some quick fibs going for an expectation of what we're seeing from here to here. See, this came down to the 786. Tap, boom, fine. Here to here. Hold on, let's try that again. What did I do? Wait, let's try that again. From here, from gosh darn it. From here to here. Boom. 786 rejection. This literally came all the way back down to stop me out. First, 4 it went up. If I got in here, 413, it's a decent trade. But first it stops you out. Chasing bread. What if I were looking at the other way? Clear rejection on the 618. Taking the 0.25. And then trailed. 430. 15 points. It's not so bad. Now, honestly, this looks like a great area for a long, considering you've got a breakaway gap. That's not your breakaway gap. That's actually your new day opening gap, isn't it? No, you do have a breakaway gap here. Kind of, in the sense of things. You have a breakaway gap with a new day opening gap on top of a new day opening gap. It's not the worst thing. But based on that changes my mind quite a bit. Haven't been paying attention to this at all. Alright, let's get rid of this for now. What do we have here? Go to 0. The 1? We don't have the 1. The 1 is all the way down here. Off the charts from yesterday. Do we have something from today alone, this session? We do not. Let's put something for today's session so far. High and the low. The low? Not sure that's the low. Let's call this the low. Then what? What have we done? We rejected 786. This could be ready. What about the fib 3? Got to the 618. What about in general? All the way up there. Whoa, what's that about? Well, that's your 1, which means that we might be ready. What about today? What about in general? We gotta move from down there. Move from all the way up there. Does that make it right? That makes it right. And that makes it right. That makes it right. What makes that right? I think that makes it right. So I think we're good. What if I did this on a different chart looking back? If I went from Monday there's still a chance. It's not enough. See what happens if we do that. If I go from Monday, draw a fib down to 5 p.m. Wednesday. Did we make it back? We sure did. We literally did. Wow. And we did at 3:45 today, which means we're ready to go down. And just for reference, We're doing this on a different chart. So that's taken care of because of that right here. We went all the way down there and we came back up to the 0.5. Boom, on the dot. Which tells me that we're probably ready to come down. Small chance we go up, but we're probably ready to go down. Let's get rid of this for now. We already hit the 786. And then what does that tell us? It tells us we're looking for an opportunity, an excuse for a short.